Well, good morning ladies and gents. Welcome to day 4. We are at Applecross. Very, very basic amenities at the Applecross campsite. The shower facilities, I've seen better. The wooden cabin that we stayed in last night had nothing in it apart from rubber mattresses. It's only a short walk through these woods. There's 2 pubs. There's a pub called the Applecross Inn, and that was absolutely heaving last night. Anyway, we leave Applecross and we are going to follow this single track road all the way around the peninsula, following the coastline, and we're going to go to Shieldaig. Now if we get to Shieldaig for about 10 o'clock, then we will stop at Nanny's, which is a local cafe. We're going to ride over to Inverness, stop off at Inverness, then ride I think it's the A83 that runs right beside Loch Ness. We're going to ride all the way back to Oban, and I think we're going to stay in Oban again tonight. It's been raining all night, as you can see by the roads, they're quite wet, and it is very, very overcast. Look at this. That was amazing, that was. Just seen 2 young stags. What an awesome spot that was. Coming to the Highlands of Scotland and seeing a Highland stag. Seen everything this morning. Highland cattle, Highland deer. Seems like we've got this road to ourselves this morning. It's brilliant. Got to just go very, very careful because they've got young with them. You don't know what they're going to do with them big old horns. They must be used to it. Right, it's just starting to rain now. It's a good little road, this single track one. It's not very busy. There's only a couple of cars, mainly cattle. Yeah, great little road, just following the coast round. Not going too quick this morning, just meandering, taking it all in. But we've seen quite a few deer. So we've just come over the top from Applecross, round the coast, all the way down into Shieldaig. So what goes up must come down. Just put my heated grips on this morning, just to warm the hands. Still a little bit chilly at the top here. I think it dropped to about 7 yesterday, but I don't think it's anywhere near that. Certainly enough just to sort of just make the hands tingle a little bit. Climbing again. Just dropped down over the top and we're just coming into Shieldaig. Well, we've just stopped at Nanny's in Shieldaig. I'm going to call it Shieldaig, I don't know how to pronounce it. Yeah, what a brilliant little spot. Richard was saying, I agree, that we should have stopped here last night instead of Applecross. So instead of coming over Blacknabar and then dropping into Applecross, we should have just carried on straight through and then stayed here. It's a great little spot. Bit more picturesque than Applecross as well. Yeah, Nanny's is a great little cafe. They do some really good food. And I had a haggis and black pudding bap, and it was to die for. It was absolutely gorgeous. The black pudding was proper melt in your mouth stuff. Yeah, what a great little place. Because if it wasn't for the North Coast 500, you wouldn't necessarily stop in Shieldaig. What a cracking view. That is just immense. Look at that. It just takes up the whole of the landscape, doesn't it? It is gorgeous. The road surface ain't that brilliant. Still potholes and stuff in the inside, a bit of gravel, but look at it, just amongst these mountains. We are at Oban caravan and camping site, and we got one of them wooden huts up there. As you can see, the weather's not improved any. Yesterday was very, very soggy, very wet indeed, and then today it looks like some of the same. Yesterday was pretty much mile crunching day. We still had a good time, we still had good roads to ride. And the morning especially, riding round the coast of the North Coast 500 road from Applecross to Shieldegg and then onto Torridon was absolutely gorgeous. That was brilliant. Good roads there and good scenery. And then we hit I think it was the A835, wasn't it? That was just a very, very, very fast road on the way to Inverness. Turned right at Inverness, and then hit that main road that follows Loch Ness, where we went through Loch Ness, we went through Drumnadroghit, all the way to Fort William. The weather was turned for the worse, so we didn't want to head any further north to Ullapool, and time constraints as well. Around the bay this time from the youth hostel, highly recommended if you want to stay over for camping in Oban. But today sees us heading home back to Wetherby. With this really unfortunate weather, so full waterproofs are on. Let's get cracking and let's go to Glencoe. We've just turned left at the Fort William roundabout, now heading towards Glencoe. These gloves, however, the Resure Street Touring Gore-Tex, they're wet inside. I've paid 90 quid for them gloves and they're soaked inside. Richard, by the way, has got all the rucker gear on, rucker gloves. I felt inside them yesterday, they were bone dry, the rucker gloves. His whole rucker kit, it works well. He's been bone dry all the way through. Just goes to show you get what you pay for. Oh, even in the rain it's epic, isn't it? Look at that. I mean, you can't get the full beauty of the whole valley, but the whole glen, but that is quite stunning. It's quite cool. That is something else, isn't it? Glencoe. So that's us pretty much done Glencoe. Just entered the district of Stirling, so we're coming up Loch Lomond. We're just going to stop at the Green Welly, the famous Green Welly stop. Yeah, well, a fantastic day's riding. Love Glencoe. It was such a shame that we didn't have the weather, but such a quick, fast road with awesome scenery. It is great. It is a great road. What a brilliant morning. Oh, Tyndrum, Green Welly. It's a well-deserved breakfast after that. Well, after the Green Welly, that pretty much concludes Scotland trip. But our final stop sees us at the Green Welly. Excellent. What an awesome, awesome trip. Brilliant.
Very good, that mate.
Awesome, eh? Well done. Brilliant, eh?
Fabulous.
Good.
Fabulous.
Brilliant road.
Yeah.
Ladies and gents. Oh, welcome to the Green Welly. The famous Green Welly stop just after Glencoe. What an awesome few days. So glad that we've done this trip. Thank you very much for joining me on the trip. Hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. And I shall see you on the next one. Ta-da.